Yo, what's up everybody, and we gotta talk about a real one today, Tupac Shakur. Tupac wasn't just some rapper spitting rhymes, he was a damn prophet, a revolutionary with a microphone. He was talking about police brutality, poverty, the struggles nobody wanted to touch, way back when it wasn't trendy. His life was a movie, man, drama, tragedy, triumph. And his death still got folks talking, still got theories flying, so let's break down why Tupac Shakur remains the most controversial and inspirational rapper of all time. Look, everybody and they mama was talking about bitches and hoes back in the day, not Pac. This brother was spitting about real life, real pain. Brenda's Got a Baby? That song was a punch to the gut, man. He told the stories nobody wanted to hear, about teenage pregnancy, about poverty, about the system failing our communities. He put a human face on the statistics, made you feel the pain of a young mother struggling to survive. Keep Your Head Up was a whole anthem for the sisters, a message of hope and resilience in a world trying to tear them down. Pac knew the power of his words and he used them to uplift, to challenge, to spark a revolution in your mind. He wasn't afraid to call out the hypocrisy, the injustice, the straight-up BS that plagued our communities, and that's why his lyrics still resonate today, why they still hit hard, why they still inspire us to fight for a better world. Now let's talk about thug life, because everybody thinks they know what it means. Pac didn't just slap that on a t-shirt and call it a day. He broke it down, explained the acronym, the hate you give little infants, FS everybody. He was talking about the cycle of violence, the way the system keeps us trapped, how the hate we experience gets passed down. See, Pac understood the streets, he lived that life. But he also saw the bigger picture, the societal forces that created those conditions. He could be gangsta 1 minute, dropping rhymes about hustling and surviving, and the next minute, he's quoting Shakespeare, talking about revolution. He embraced the duality, the good and the bad, the light and the darkness within himself. He wasn't afraid to be vulnerable, to show his flaws, to be a complex human being. And in a world that tries to put you in a box, that's a powerful thing. Let me tell you something, folks underestimate Tupac's intellect. This brother was reading Machiavelli, Sun Tzu, Malcolm X, heavy stuff, man. He wasn't just rapping about what he saw on the block, he was analyzing systems of power, dissecting social structures, talking about revolution in a way that made you think. His interviews weren't your typical hip-hop fluff. He was dropping knowledge, speaking truth to power, challenging interviewers to step their game up. He understood the power of language, the way words can shape minds and inspire action. He was a master communicator, using his platform to educate and elevate. He wasn't just a rapper, he was a thinker, a philosopher, a revolutionary in the making. Now let's talk about Changes, because that song right there is a timeless classic. It's an anthem for the ages, a cry for justice that still resonates today. Think about it, man. Decades later, and we're still dealing with the same issues: police brutality, racism, poverty, violence in our communities. That song wasn't just a catchy tune, it was a call to action, a demand for change. He wasn't asking, he was telling us to wake up, to open our eyes to the injustices around us. And that's why Changes continues to be played at protests, at rallies, at moments when people are demanding justice. Pac's words have become a soundtrack for revolution, a rallying cry for those fighting for equality and justice. He may be gone, but his message continues to inspire generations to fight for a better world. See, a lot of people don't know that Pac was more than just a rapper. This brother was a trained actor, a poet, a damn philosopher in disguise. He studied at the Baltimore School for the Arts, man. Ballet, acting, the whole 9 yards. He brought that artistic sensibility to his music, to his performances. He understood the power of storytelling, the way to connect with an audience on an emotional level. He wasn't just rapping, he was performing, he was captivating your soul. And his poetry, man, The Rose That Grew From Concrete, is a masterpiece. Pac was a multifaceted artist, a true Renaissance man. He defied categorization, he transcended genres, he was a force of nature. Look, we can't talk about Tupac without addressing the controversies. The man was a lightning rod, always in the headlines, always stirring the pot. But here's the thing, his controversies weren't just about beefs and scandals. They were a reflection of the times, of the tensions and struggles within our communities. The East Coast versus West Coast rivalry, that was bigger than just music, man. It was about regional pride, about economic disparity, about the way the media pits us against each other. Pac's legal troubles, his prison stints, they were all part of his story, part of what shaped him as an artist and as a man. He didn't shy away from the darkness, he embraced it, he used it as fuel for his art. He was both a product of his environment and a force for change within it. He wasn't afraid to be flawed, to make mistakes, to be human. Now, let's talk about Tupac's interviews, because those were legendary, man. He wasn't afraid to speak his mind, to challenge interviewers, to drop truth bombs left and right. He was raw, he was unfiltered, he spoke from the heart. He didn't hold back, he didn't sugarcoat anything. He kept it 100, even when it made people uncomfortable. He called out the hypocrisy in the music industry, the exploitation of artists, the way the system was designed to keep black folks down. He wasn't afraid to bite the hand that fed him, to speak truth to power. He used his platform to educate, to inspire, to spark a revolution in the minds of his listeners. He was a master communicator, and his interviews are a testament to his intelligence, his passion, and his unwavering commitment to justice. You see, Tupac wasn't just a rapper, he was a symbol. He represented the hopes, the dreams, the frustrations of a generation. He was the voice of the oppressed, the marginalized, the forgotten. He spoke for the people who felt invisible, unheard, ignored by society. He gave them a voice, a platform, a reason to believe that things could change. He empowered them to speak their truth, to fight for their rights, to demand better for themselves and their communities. He became an icon, a symbol of resistance, a reminder that even in the face of adversity, there is always hope. And that's why his legacy continues to resonate today, why his words still hold so much power. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. The rumors, the conspiracy theories, the belief that Tupac is still alive. Look, I'm not here to fuel the fire, but you can't deny the impact of his death, the way it shook the world. It was like we lost a prophet, a leader, a voice of a generation. And in a way, he became even bigger in death than he was in life. His music took on a new meaning, his words became even more powerful. His image became a symbol of rebellion and hope. Whether you believe he's alive or not, one thing is for sure, his spirit lives on. His music continues to inspire, his words continue to resonate, his legacy continues to challenge and provoke. You see, Tupac's influence extends far beyond the borders of hip-hop, far beyond the United States. He's become a global icon, a symbol of resistance and hope for oppressed people all over the world. From the streets of Brazil to the townships of South Africa, from the favelas of Rio to the refugee camps of Palestine, Tupac's music and message have resonated with those fighting for justice and equality. His image has been painted on walls, his lyrics have been chanted at protests, his name has become synonymous with the struggle against oppression. He's become a global symbol of resistance, a reminder that the fight for freedom and justice is a universal one. He transcended language, he transcended culture, he transcended borders. He spoke to the human condition, to the shared experience of oppression and the desire for liberation. He gave a voice to the voiceless, he inspired the hopeless, he empowered the powerless. Look, Tupac wasn't perfect. He was flawed, he was contradictory, he was a walking paradox. But that's what made him real, that's what made him relatable. He owned his flaws, he embraced his contradictions, he never pretended to be anything other than himself. And in a world that tries to put you in a box, that's a powerful thing. Tupac's legacy is complex, just like the man himself. He was a rebel, a poet, a prophet, a thug with a heart of gold. Whether you agree with his every word or not, you can't deny his impact, his influence, his enduring legacy. Tupac lives on, man. His music, his words, his spirit.